In order to style our banner over here, or our whole document for that matter, we obviously need to create a style sheet, right? So we would go to our folder, CSS folder, and over here we'll create a new file. And this one I'm going to call a main CSS over here like this. And it's obviously empty for now, but this is where we're going to be setting all our rules. Now over here you can see that we have index.html, and we obviously need to link it, right? Now the order is important though. We need to put our style sheet over here underneath a font awesome, because we're going to be referring to some rules for the font awesome, so the order is important. And here I'm going to write that this is going to be our main CSS, right? So this is going to be our styling link, right? So here I'm just going to create a tags. I'm going to say this is going to be a link. This is going to have a relationship, and this is going to have a style sheet. And over here, the href would be CSS, obviously, right? CSS and the main CSS. And now we have successfully linked our CSS with our index.html. Now, one thing, right, for our styling purposes, right? One of the things obviously we would need to do is actually get the fonts, right? So let's go ahead and actually get the fonts. So here I'm just going to write again Google, and obviously we're going to be using a Google fonts because I find them really easy to work with. And over here, if we just click a Google fonts, and for this document, I was using a Macondo, right? That's what they were called. So I'm just gonna search Macondo over here like this, and you can see that it's showing up over here. So we just add them, right, like this, and now you can see that it says that it's been selected, right? And over here, if we go to customize, we can see over here what is the width, right? So over here, this is going to be the regular 400, right? So we have embed, and where it's saying how we need to embed them to our file. So what we do over here, we just copy this, right? So we just go ahead and copy this, and let's just minimize this over here, and let's include our fonts. And now I'm just going to go all the way to the top, and again I'm just going to leave a comment, and I'm going to say that this is going to be Google fonts over here like this, and we're just going to paste whatever a link over here, this one. And now you can see that for our body we would need to have a font family Macondo. So what I'm going to do over here, I'm just going to copy this one over here, and we're just going to go to our main CSS, and we're just going to use a selector body, and we're just going to have a Macondo font, right? So if we say it, and if we go back, you can see that already how our fonts have changed because we added a font family Macondo. Now, another thing that we want is, before we do any other specific type of styling, what we want is we want a colors, right? And I just want to show you a very good website that I like for choosing colors, because I was actually really struggling before that, and once I actually found this website, I found it very useful, right? So we use colors and CO over here like this. So once we have that, you go over here, and you can see that you are actually able to pick a lot of colors that you want. And you can see over here this start generator, right? Start generator, it's free. So we just click it over here, and you will see what happens. It's going to be actually really cool. So what happens is they give you these 5 colors, right? And if you press space bar, right, it gives you another set of 5, right? Another one, so you can keep clicking away. Now, let's say at some point you actually find the one that you like, right? So you can lock it over here, and you can keep pressing. And again, they're just changing the other colors, but these ones stay the same. So now we have these 2, right? So again, you keep pressing, and the other ones. And along those lines, you can see what's happening, right? And this is really good if you want to generate a colors that I was really bad with. I was always using a web colors. I was just going black, red, blue, whatever. So this is a really nice way how you can actually find really cool colors that actually would match the project that you're working in, right? So over here on the top in our main CSS, I'm just going to close this one because I already found my colors, right? And I'm just going to add as a comment what type of colors I'm going to be using, right? So over here, I'm just going to create a little bit of space. And I'm just going to add a comment for all my colors. And the first one is going to be a orange. And over here, we're just going to say that this is going to be F. Over here, 1, 5, 0, 2, 5, over here like this. And then we're just going to copy this line, and you can see that brackets is suggesting what kind of color it is, right? So we're just going to copy this. Let's say 4 times, I would say, or 5 times, because those are going to be the colors that I'm using, right? And after that, we're going to say that this is going to be a black color. And for the black color, we're going to be using 3, 5, 3 over here, 5, 3, 1 over here like this. And we're just going to say that this is going to be black, right? We're just going to say this is going to be our black color. Then we're going to have and you can see over here that it's showing the color, right? And after that, we're going to say that we would want a navy blue, right? So we're just going to say this is going to be navy blue, right? And over here, we're going to write a color code. And we're going to say that this is going to be 2D. Over here, 3142, 3142, right? So this is going to be our color, right? And over here, you can see that I forgot the hashtag, right? So now it's showing this is going to be our color. And after that, we're going to add a gray color, right? This is going to be a gray over here like this. And we're going to say that the gray color is going to have a numbers of C, over here E, and this is going to be D, 0, C, E, right? Something like this. So we can check it out. This is going to be this color. And the last one, we're just going to add a smoke white, right? So this is going to be a pretty basic color. And in some cases, we're going to be using black, because in some cases, I guess I'm just going to get lazy. But we're going to write a smoke white, right? This is going to be sometimes that we're going to be using, because I don't like using just a general white. So we're going to be using a smoke white. And so this is going to be for the colors, and for the fonts. And now we're ready and actually go ahead and start styling over here our banner.